Throughout human history, the concept of angels has been present in almost every major Christianity, Judaism, and even beyond. These beings are often described as invisible messengers, created from light, who carry out divine commands. But the question arises, if angels truly exist, can science provide any framework to understand or at least support their possibility? In today's presentation, we will examine the religious descriptions of angels, the discoveries of modern physics, biology, and astrophysics, and the fascinating connections where science and faith seem to converge. Religious descriptions of angels. According to Islamic tradition, angels are created from light. They are invisible to the human eye. Yet they carry messages, record deeds, and move with unimaginable speed. The Quran describes them as beings who can travel instantly from one place to another, interact with human consciousness, and appear in visible form when commanded. Christian and Jewish traditions describe angels in a very similar way. Heavenly messengers who interact with humanity and influence the course of history. Science, however, asks, if they are beings of light, is there a scientific explanation that supports such existence? Modern physics. Invisible realities. Physics today acknowledges that most of the universe is invisible to us, and yet it is very real. Dark matter and dark energy, they make up about 95% of the universe. We cannot see them, touch them, or directly measure them. But without their influence, galaxies would collapse, and the universe could not exist in its current form. The electromagnetic spectrum. The human eye can only see a tiny portion of light, between 400 and 700 nanometers. Beyond that, lie radio waves, microwaves, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and gamma rays. These are all around us, but completely invisible. This shows us a crucial fact. Our inability to see something does not mean it does not exist. Angels may belong to such an invisible spectrum of reality. Quantum mechanics and the angelic possibility. Quantum mechanics reveals phenomena that sound almost supernatural. Superposition. A particle can exist in two states at the same time. Quantum entanglement. Two particles can affect each other instantly, even if separated by millions of light years. Quantum tunneling. Particles can move through barriers, as if those barriers do not exist. Religious texts describe angels as traveling instantly across vast distances, appearing suddenly in front of humans, existing in multiple forms or places. These descriptions strongly resemble behaviors we now observe in the quantum world. Beings of light. The Quran says angels were created from light. Science tells us that light, or photons, are massless, not bound by time in the same way we are, able to travel at the fastest possible speed in the universe. These properties directly echo the religious descriptions of angels. Swift, timeless, and created from light. The human brain and invisible signals. Our brain constantly produces electrical waves and invisible signals. Machines like EEG can record these brain waves, though our eyes cannot see them. We cannot see radio signals, Wi-Fi, or Bluetooth waves, but they shape our daily lives. Religious accounts say angels inspire thoughts, whisper ideas, and guide human minds. Science shows that the human brain is highly responsive to invisible frequencies. Could angelic communication operate on a similar principle? Near-death experiences, NDE, and angelic encounters. Across the world, people who come close to death often report remarkably similar experiences. Seeing a bright, radiant light, hearing an invisible voice, being guided by a presence they cannot explain. Psychologists call it a chemical reaction in the brain, but neuroscience has not fully explained the universality of these reports. For believers, these are direct encounters with angels. And research shows that human consciousness can extend beyond the physical body, hinting at realities beyond our normal perception. Astrophysics, an invisible universe. Modern astrophysics confirms that we only perceive about 5% of the cosmos, the visible matter. The rest is invisible, yet its effects shape galaxies, stars, and even life on Earth. Angels, too, may be part of this invisible fabric of reality unseen but deeply influential. Science and faith. Points of convergence, relation, size angels are created from light. Science says light particles are massless, timeless, and fundamental to existence. Religion says angels travel instantly. Science says photons and quantum entanglement show instantaneous action. Religion says angels are invisible, yet powerful. Science says dark energy and invisible forces control the structure of the universe. When we align these perspectives, the idea of angels becomes not fantasy, but a logical extension of unseen scientific reality. Conclusion. Science may never fully prove angels in the laboratory. Angels belong to a spiritual dimension that transcends material tools. But modern discoveries in physics, neuroscience, and cosmology show us that unseen realities are not only possible, they are essential. So perhaps one day, science will finally acknowledge what ancient scriptures have said all along. Angels are not mere myth. They are an integral part of the unseen truth that shapes our universe.